I've been at this for an hour. I have 1 minute that I'm pretty happy with. Um, but also I feel like I'm on the edge of changing this song, which I really liked when I first picked it out. I was like, yes, this is it, absolutely. Thank you for joining me again. Today we have a brand new project that I am starting. So I've already done all the prep work. You can see I have 3 songs laid out. The film is only 6 to 8 minutes long, and truth be told, I laid these out like a week or two ago. And I don't remember I think this is the first song, and then these are the options for the second song, depending on how the footage goes. And then I have my pancake editing. This editor or this owner lays out all of the footage. She color codes it and then lays it all out for me, which if you saw my last video, you know that I love that. It makes things go a lot easier for me. Something I love having done, but something I hate doing. And so it's really nice to have. So um, we're we've got the ceremony. I've got the ceremony all marked out already. She wants to do some kind of she's trying to kind of do some different things. The bride works in the wedding industry. She works in sales at a venue, and so when you work in weddings, you've kind of seen it all. And so she wants to kind of switch things up. Reception, we really only have two, three audio clips, but they do have nice vows and some nice ceremony. So I think for a 6 or 8 minute film, that we're going to have enough to work with. I wouldn't say we're going to have a lot to work with, but we are going to have enough to work with. So uh, I always like to start. Let's listen to the music here. I always like to start with some probably drone. So let's see. Ceremony. Ooh, the actual ceremony. That's a cool shot. Okay, so all we have of the drone is um of the ceremony site. Let's just see. Okay, so this is going to be our getting ready. And then we have the dress, getting ready. Okay, so here's some pretty details. Gotta select that. Okay, good for me. I moved up the details. Oh, those are so pretty. Again, because this bride works in weddings, it's like she's been around the block, you know. She knows she knows what's gonna look good. She's probably seen a lot of wedding films, photography, you know, that's been done at wherever she works. I don't know where she works, but okay, so that's photo session. I guess I'll just start with these details. Okay, so here's some more. Okay, so we really have two different vignettes, one with her shoes and one with the invitation. So we just want kind of like a wide shot. Another thing that this shooter does, this owner, is that she slows everything down for me. So nice. So nice. I love working with her. Okay, I think we should probably start with the invitation. That's a very nice long shot. Okay, so here's my thought process. This kind of does have a long fade in. Um, so like if I had like one drone shot that I wanted to use, maybe I'll use the drone shot since I have several to work with. Maybe I'll just do like a really wide drone shot. I like that. Because otherwise I feel like I need to have all of the detail shots either not start until this music picks up or be done before it picks up. So let me see. I'm gonna, oops, I want to start it. So that tree, so we pass it pretty early. You can say it all the time. Okay. So that's the shoes. We want, oops, turn on my snap. So we have the big top, and then I'm gonna get a shot at the bottom. I feel like their wedding is really like really romantic and so but like dramatic. I think that that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And so I tried to get like really romantic but dramatic music. Okay, I don't actually, let's see. I don't like love it. And then this is actually a third. This has better lighting than the first ones. Okay. Just gonna put these over here so they're all together. All of this. This is actually like, this is separate. This is separate. Oh no, those are the same. But this one is different than all the other ones. Welcome. Welcome to the wedding. Okay, I think I actually like this kind of middle shot better. It's really a lot smoother. You can say it all the time. But we don't see them, so maybe I'll just do one shot of this since I feel like I want like close-ups of everything, but since we don't have that. Maybe I like that shot better. It's like they're all kind of the same, so it doesn't really like matter which one I choose. They're all gonna look good. Okay, I do actually like this one better where we see them. You can say it all the time. Maybe I'll just extend this out a little bit. Let me see. Because it's like, it's coming up. Let's see if that looks weird, because it's kind of like jump cutty. You don't really notice it. I think if we could see the couple's photo in the second shot, that it would be more noticeable. And then maybe I'll go to the shoes so it doesn't, so like we know it looks different. Actually, maybe I'll go to her dress. Let me see if I have any shots of her dress just to kind of break up. Oh, there's some tighter shots. one's a little bit, I like it, but it's also not really in focus and a little bit wobbly. Maybe that right there. I can also stabilize it and that'll help. But I don't love that it looks kind of out of focus. And actually, maybe what I want to do is start with the couple and then go back to all the details. Because again, the photographer or the owner of the company kind of wanted to use some cool stuff. So let me see if I can use some cool stuff right at the gate instead. I feel like the beginning is so important of a film to like get the vibe and like to really hook the viewer. So you really want to use kind of like your nicest stuff at the outset. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to start with like and then like bring this shot in. Or like maybe I want to like maybe I want a little bit of like a faster dissolve, but bring it up with the beat. You can say it all in silence, fading with a silver lining. Then maybe I'll change the bottom shot. Like the top shot, this shot is actually not that good, but I feel like it works so nicely like with him that you can see. I think that's like looks really cool. So let's try and get like another wide shot. That's the first look. Like a different wide shot of the couple. Oh, that's nice. And she does shoot in 4K. And so if I needed to make things bigger, then we can do that and it won't lose any. Okay, so what's the shot here? Or maybe we start with a nicer shot. A nicer just mean one that I like more. Like maybe a kissing one. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe one of these where the camera kind of pans down. I like that one, but it's so wiggly. Let me see. I like that one a lot. Her face looks, I want to make sure she has like a nice expression on her face. Okay, that's nicer. And then I might just need to zoom in a little bit and move it over. I need to make sure I have enough frames on that right side to cover.
You can say it all in silence, fading with a silver lining. Every moment falling into play.
So then would I do something different here? Also, am I gonna, oops, don't want 3 pancakes. I just want 2 pancakes. Ooh, I like this. I'm gonna copy these, move them onto my timeline.
Every moment falling into play.
Okay, I actually want the trees. I want the trees, screen them, and maybe like lower. Nope, I don't like that at all. Undo, undo, undo. Maybe I do finish this here. I think the problem I'm having with this is that let's see, I might need to find an audio clip, maybe of their vows. Let me see. Also, I want to say I do not own any of the music in this. It is unlicensed. I did not create it. I do not own it. And it is part of my creative process as I'm editing to use the music. So that's why it's in.
You can say it all in silence, fading with a silence, fading.
I'm not sure what to do with this. Because I think it doesn't make a lot of sense to have it just start, but like to have them both start at the same time.
You can say it all in silence, fading with a silver lining. Every moment falling into place, carrying a heart of promise. Every word is pure and honest, holding on to everything you say. We could leave the world behind.
Okay, I like this song. I think it needs to be like, I think I need to have a longer intro. So I think what I want to do is have this instrumental start. Maybe I'll put some vows or something underneath. Okay, so instead, I'm gonna give this a try, see if I can do it. I'm just gonna move everything down. Copy this, paste it. Oops. And I want it to fade into here. Okay, so I want to start with instrumental. And I want, if we're doing an equal fade, then it's going to fade up. This one is going up and this one is coming up. So what I want to do is make it more of this so that it doesn't seem like it's so edited.
You can say it all in silence.
And I think if I end the audio there, that'll work out really nicely. So I'm going to move all of this up so this is on my fourth video line. This I'm going to use later. Bring that back over here. And let me look at the ceremony vows. Okay. So here's the bride's. Okay, so the bride's was longer. Oops.
One swipe on my phone led to the start of our adventure. After our first coffee date, I knew you were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Those friends, they called me crazy for saying something like that immediately after our date, but here we are. You're clearly wifey material. As our adventure has progressed, I've been the luckiest man in the world.
To my husband on our wedding day. When I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, 2,492 days ago, I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. From our first conversations, I saw many qualities that I now
Okay, maybe I want to.
Christine, it's crazy to think one swipe on my phone led to the start of our adventure. After our first coffee date, I knew.
Maybe I want to start with him and then cut over to her. Because she doesn't say his name. It's unusual that usually vows start with the person's name, and hers do not.
When I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, 2,492 days ago, I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. From our first conversations, I saw many qualities that I now cherish as part of the man that stands in front of me today. During that first meeting, we shared so many of the same values, outlooks on life, and shared goals for the future.
I just want to make sure I have, like, let me see. Oops, did I just do something? Yep, I just cut out his video. I want this one and I want this one, but I don't want that one. That's too wide, and I'm not going to use it in the highlight. And so now I need extra video layers. I need 3. Let's just see how long that is.
Christine, it's
I'm just
crazy
gonna
to think
listen to
one
this.
swipe on my phone led to the start of our adventure.
When I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, 2,492 days ago, I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. From our first conversations, I saw many qualities that I now cherish as part of the man that stands in front of me today. During that first meeting, we shared so many of the same values, outlooks on life.
Okay, so she's talking about we shared so many values, outlooks on life, and then I'm going to cut to him saying, I told my friends you were wifey material. This is going to be long. I might need to cut this down. I'm going to put this back,
Christine.
cut it, and oh, I didn't cut it there, so that's fine. I can leave it. But now I want his vows.
After our first coffee date, I knew you were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Those friends, they called me crazy for saying something like that immediately after our date, but here we are. You're clearly wifey material. As our adventure.
Freaking mouse sometimes just gets caught. Okay, so what now? Now, what I might have to do is, well, let's just see. Yeah, this is too long. I wanted it like half this long.
Christine.
Okay, I want this to start.
Christine, it's crazy to think one swipe on my phone led to the start of our adventure.
When I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, 2,492 days ago, I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. During that first meeting, we shared.
Okay, I think that she used this audio on the trailer. Let me watch the trailer because I don't want to use the exact same audio.
Love is the force that brings us all here today. In fact, love is the force behind much of what we do every day. Even in the mundane, commonplace routines, love is always the reason. As you go into married life, remember the reason.
Okay. They didn't use that, so that's good.
Christine, it's crazy to think one swipe on my phone led to the start of our adventure.
When I was first walking into that Starbucks,
I don't like this. I don't like that he just says one thing and then it cuts to her and we're not seeing either one of them. So I'm just not really loving what I have selected so far. Let me see if I should start with something more
you have this
generic.
incredible ability to make everyone around you feel welcome and included. You are deeply passionate about wanting to help people and about every task you set out to do. And you have this way of making every moment a little brighter. Every day since that first date, you have shown me a love that is caring and thoughtful. Day by day, I realized you're everything I've been a partner, but also everything I never knew that I needed. You have brought so much laughter into my life, even on my worst days. Every day with you makes me feel appreciated, heard, understood, and cared for. I feel like a better version of myself when I'm with you.
I'm going to do this everywhere except for... I do want the blue, this teal. I need to have everything on the same line so that I can just really quickly grab and go.
I vow to continue building a life with you, one that is full of laughter, adventures, and the kind of love that grows stronger with each passing day, and facing whatever comes our way. You are my heart, my home, and my forever. I am looking forward.
As our adventure has progressed, I've been the luckiest man in the world to get to know everything about you. You're the most beautiful woman, both inside and out. I love how caring and genuine you are, and I'd like to thank you for accepting me for who I am. I've learned so much from you, and you've helped shape the man I am today. Thank you for being you. As we continue our adventure, I promise that you'll never be alone, and that I'll always be by your side. Whether it's through good times or through challenges that we face in the future, I will always be there for you. I will love you passionately, and my love for you will only grow. I promise to protect you and always put you first in my life. While I'm saying these are promises, I see them more as privileges. You are the love of my life, and you make me happier than I could ever imagine. You are the reason for everything I do. I am the luckiest man in the world, and I'm excited to continue our adventure with you as my wife.
And this time,
Don't know what to do. Because I think there's really only one, maybe two clips of the officiant talking during the ceremony, and the best one was already used in the trailer. Toasts are not great as far as selection. Let me just take out his, let me just start slower.
Christine, it's crazy to think one swipe on my phone led to the start of our adventure. After our first coffee date, I knew you were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey.
I guess I'll just start with his audio. That's going to get us to where we are. To where we want to be with the music.
On my phone led to the start of our adventure. After our first coffee date, I knew you were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Those friends, they called me crazy for saying something like...
I guess we don't have a reaction shot of her.
Afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Those friends...
Let me see.
Called me crazy.
I think I want to come in on the wide.
After Afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Those friends, they called me crazy.
Okay, I do want to kind
Some
of
friends, you
maybe actually I want to just do one shot and then
like
cut
on my
into the
phone
ceremony.
led to the start of our adventure. After our first coffee date, I knew you were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you
Because she like nods because she is agreeing with him. Gosh, I wish I had a reaction shot of
wifey
her.
material. Those friends, they
And then I think I'll cut back.
called me crazy for saying something like that immediately after our date.
Okay, what else do we have to work with? What you working with? Okay, let's start with the slow kiss. I like that. Can we put it under here as well?
Like that immediately after our date. But here we are. You're clearly wifey material.
You can say it all in silence.
I want it to end like there's too much of a gap. I want the audio to end here. So what do I need to do to get it there?
Wifey material.
Because then I can cut back to, then I can start on these details, which I already laid out. So I might just need to add a few,
Crazy to think once wife
like, a few spaces in
on
between.
my phone led to the start of our adventure. After our first coffee date, I knew you were special. In fact, afterward, I knew you were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Coffee date, I knew you were special.
Okay, I feel like everything's off now. That's what happens when you play around with everything.
After our first coffee date, I knew you were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material.
Okay, I want this to come in
In fact,
here.
afterwards,
I feel like this wide shot is not lined up properly.
in fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey.
This is like, probably doesn't matter at all, but
In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey.
you can see his eyes. I mean, his mouth. I keep setting markers. Stop. I want to get the blade. Material. So let's listen to the audio.
Wifey.
I think that's what he's saying. Material. 2 frames off. See? I was right.
In fact, afterwards, I told
Okay, that looks better to me. Now zoom back out. Okay, so the thing that's bothering me right this second is that he is still talking here,
special.
but he's not talking in the clip. So I think I need to move this over a little bit. I might need to break this block up here.
In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were white.
Okay, I want to mark here. That's where I want this close-up shot to
Told
come
some
in.
friends you were wifey material.
Maybe I'll bring in some...
Those friends, they call wifey material. I told some friends you were wifey material.
I want some, like, laughter from the... cancel. F to go to the...
In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Those
Like, it doesn't get a huge laugh, and so... But this is probably our best. I've got to move all my audio down so I can make room for laughter. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring all this audio from the orange camera, snap it in line.
In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Though,
And I'm just going to really cheat this out. And add, oops, let's see, this is kind of where I want it to be. So I just want to add like a little bit more laughter. And that would come there.
I told some friends you were wifey material. Those friends,
Oh, that sounds really weird.
they called me crazy for saying something like that immediately after our date, but here we are. You're clearly wifey material. As our adventure
It's like the same one person.
material. Material. Those friends, they
Okay, so now I don't need, oops, deleted the whole thing. Don't need that anymore. Let's see. I'm in the weeds. Oops, muted my music.
Christine, it's crazy to think one swipe on my phone led to the start of our adventure. After our first coffee date, I knew you were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Those friends, they called me crazy. I told some friends you were wifey material. Those friends, they called me crazy.
See, so now we have this repeat. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to bring it on over. It's not able to do what I wanted to do. This is all just the same clip now.
Those friends, they called me crazy for saying something like that immediately after our date. But here we are. You're clearly wifey material.
I'm gonna just move this over because I don't want to have to deal with all the everything being out of line over here.
But here we are. You're clear. But here we are. You're clearly wifey material.
You can say it all in silence.
Okay, so I'm gonna lower this audio by like 12. That already has a transition on it. Let's see.
Christine, it's crazy to think one swipe on my phone led to the start of our
That's
adventure.
cool.
After our first coffee date, I knew you were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Though, in fact, afterwards, we were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Those friends, they called me crazy.
I'm gonna lower this. And this is just the same.
Material. Those friends, they called me crazy for
Take that out altogether.
material. Those friends, they
Yeah, that it doesn't add anything. It just is weird. Like,
those friends, they called me crazy for saying something like that immediately after our date. But here we are. You're clearly wifey material.
need to mute that.
But here we are. You're clearly wifey material.
You can say it all in silence.
This music comes in so loud, I feel like. Oh, she likes her audio about -12, so let me... Oops, deleted that. That's good.
Christine,
So I'm gonna just like lower all this by 5.
it's crazy to think one swipe on my phone led to the
And-
start of our adventure.
All this...
After our first coffee date, I
I'm gonna lower this by like 2.
knew you were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Those friends, they called me crazy for saying something like that immediately after our date. But here we are. You're clearly wifey material.
I wish that you got like a bigger laugh from that.
Wifey material.
Nope. I'm wishing for a dream.
Wifey material.
You can say it all in silence.
Okay, I like that transition a little bit nicer.
Every moment falling into place.
Okay, so I have
Ready with a silver lining.
2,
Every moment
3.
falling into place.
Okay, so now I just have like one beats, you know, like there's measures. These are all 4 beats, so we have, and then we have 4 measures. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a new kind of like whatever parts of the song starts. It doesn't change, but I do want to get just like one thing that I can put one clip of right there. And then maybe I'll go into I don't know if I'm going to use these. I'll be honest. I don't like this shot nearly as much as I like this shot right here. Like I think that this kind of vignette is so much prettier than the shoes. And so maybe I'll just use like something like this. That kind of looks similar, but we haven't seen yet. And those are cute, but also not that important. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like their invitation, well, what is this? Save the date. Okay, so anyway, whatever. I think that's what I'm going to do.
You can say it all in silence. Ready with a silver lining. Every moment.
I'm going to put a warp stabilizer on this right now while I'm thinking about it. Because then, yeah, I think I want to go into maybe her getting ready. Actually, I'll just mute that for a second. So I like to, like generally speaking, you want to shoot in or you want to show wides, then mediums, then tights. We got to kind of get a sense of where we're at, and then who we're looking at, and then we can kind of get tighter details with them. So I'm just looking for kind of wide-ish, more establishing kind of shots of the room. So we have, I'm gonna pull these up. Or maybe I'll just mark it. I'll just mark it white because that's my dress. Our white dress. Does she have two different? Yeah, those are two different dresses. I was like, it looks so different. Yeah, two different ones. Okay. I'm gonna just do this. I don't like the two dresses together. I'm sure I don't know. I feel like reception dress isn't your wedding dress. It's your reception dress. So it's like, does that get its own shot, you know? I'm gonna do a white marker here as well. Because this I would use in dress details. Slash getting ready. Okay, so now she has the dress on. Okay, so I want to see if a second camera was there and got any of the other getting ready footage. Oh no. Okay. Let's see what we are working with. They're getting ready, so then looks like that's all of one camera. And then yes, so we do have a second camera. Looks like some tighter shots. They got those little tighter details. Tighter of the dress. I'm gonna mark here. We'll drag it over. That's a dress shot. Okay. Okay, so this shooter only got a few shots. So I kind of like this as like a transition.
Carrying a heart of promise.
Prince Henry's book, Harry. Prince Harry's book. Those reminds me in Harry Potter. In book 4, when they get taken to the graveyard, and Voldemort's like, "Kill the spare." So, I mean, I guess that was the point. He's the spare. I don't know. I didn't read the book, but I have read every word of Harry Potter so many times. Okay.
Every word is pure and honest.
There's really not that much getting ready footage. There's like several shots of the bride, which all are very similar, but just kind of like different shots. I don't like this shot at all. I feel like the lighting is not nearly as good as it is on these ones, the coloring. And it's like, I don't know, lip shots. It's like lip liner. I just don't think that's like, I don't think the bride's gonna like that shot. If it was me, I wouldn't like it. Same, I mean, here it's like the lighting is better here, but it's the same. I like lip liners, just not my favorite kind of shot. We can show her hands. It's like the music changes right here. And so I really only have like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the music gets real. But actually, maybe I don't want her getting ready here. Maybe I want her getting ready to start here. Maybe I want her vows here.
fading with a silver lining.
When I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, 2,492 days ago, I didn't realize how much my life 2,492 days ago.
Okay, I kind of want hers just to be shorter.
Fading with a silver lining. Every moment falling into place.
When I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. During that first meeting, we shared so many of the same values, outlooks on life, and shared goals for the future.
Okay, my volume was up really high. I was like, why is this so loud? It just seems so loud. Like, and loud and like big, which when the music gets big, you should have big footage, I believe. And so,
When I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. During that first meeting, we
okay, I don't want this. I don't like that as her kind of final statement. Okay, I already have that here.
Every day since that first date, you have shown me a love that is caring and thoughtful. Day by day, I realize you are not only everything I've been looking for in a partner.
Okay, I like this way better. You'll notice I also, it's just so long. Okay, I'm gonna fake the music again because I need extra time, okay? Get off my back, I need extra time. Let's see, okay. I don't know if I'm gonna need the whole thing, so let's just copy the whole thing.
By day,
Okay, so I just copied it again. No, I didn't. Copy and paste, okay.
you have shown me a love that is caring and
I don't think I need all four though. I think I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then once she goes in there, then I can just start it over here. 1,
I didn't realize how much my life would
2,
change every day since that first date.
3, 4.
Starbucks on that cool fall day. I didn't when I was first
And I actually want her to start talking just a second earlier.
When I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. Every day since that first date, you have shown me a love that is caring and thoughtful. Day by day, I realized you were not only everything I've been looking for in a partner, but also everything I never knew that I needed.
Okay. I'm gonna lower this by 15. Probably doesn't need by 15,
When
but
I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day,
okay, she's a little quiet.
I didn't realize how much my life would
Does this have dynamics on it? Yeah? Okay, then I'm gonna raise this up by like 3. I had to lower him.
when I was first walking
Brides are just quieter. I don't know, women, I don't know. Women are quieter during their wedding. I don't know if it's microphone placement or just general everything going on. I don't know. I find that generally women are quieter.
when I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. Every day since that first date, Yoshi.
Okay, this one seems really quiet still. So I'm gonna raise that up
When
by
I was
5.
first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day,
What's my dynamic set to? Yeah, -5. If it was like -11, I'd be like, oh, maybe I need to lower it, but
I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. Every day since that first date, you have shown me a love that is caring and thoughtful.
I assume
Day
it's
by
all the
day,
same.
I
Yeah.
realized you were not only everything I've been looking for in a partner, but also everything I never knew that I needed.
Okay, let's see.
Every moment falling into place.
When I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall
Okay, I'm gonna, because this has so many cuts, I want to cover all of that. So I'm gonna keep what I had before.
First walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, I didn't realize how much my
I'm gonna smooth this down.
life would change for the better. Every day since that first date, you have shown me a love that is caring and thoughtful. Day by day, I realized you were not only
And this is the same shot, luckily.
everything I've been looking for in a partner, but also everything I never knew that I needed.
Oh, not everything you said.
A love that is caring and thoughtful. Day by day, I realized
I'm gonna take a look at, okay, I mean, if I had time, I could like fill up some more getting ready. Obviously, I mean, we're gonna come back to the dress details, we're gonna come back to this, but like, as far as like makeup, hanging out with her girls, like, there's not much else to even show. Like this kind of stuff, it's like, it's fine filler, but it's not important enough to like make room for it. And so let me just check on what the groom's getting ready footage looks like. Oh, none? I hope there's none, because then I could just fit. Okay, so we just have a very little bit, yeah. Actually, okay, there's actually more than I thought. Darn it. Okay, there's actually a lot of him getting ready. So, what am I gonna do about that?
when I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, I didn't
Okay, I think I'm gonna get rid of this shot. I'm going to move the shots of her
that
up.
Starbucks on that cool fall day, I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. Every day since that first date, you
I want her to like actually have a little bit more time. I gave him more time in between his audio, and so now hers seems like too fast.
all day, I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. Every day since that first date, you have shown me a love that is day. I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. Every day since that first date, you have shown me a love that is caring and thoughtful. Day by day,
Um, I could go back to her shoes details, or I could, I'm just gonna cut this so that I know where to stop.
so everything I never knew that I needed.
Oh, not everything you said. We could leave the behind.
Because I think I want like him getting dressed and her getting her dress on. Like this video is only 6 to 8 minutes long, and I'm already 1 minute in and nothing has happened. It's just the intro. Let me watch it.
Christine, it's crazy to think one swipe on my phone led to the start of our adventure. After our first coffee date, I knew you were special. In fact, afterwards, I told some friends you were wifey material. Those friends, they called me crazy for saying something like that immediately after our date, but here we are. You're clearly wifey material.
You could say it all in silence, fading with a silver lining, every moment falling into place.
When I was first walking into that Starbucks on that cool fall day, I didn't realize how much my life would change for the better. Every day since that first date, you have shown me a love that is caring and thoughtful. Day by day, I realized you were not only everything I've been looking for in a partner.
Okay, what else can I show here? Because I only have, like, I want this basically to end here.
Love that is caring and thoughtful. Day by day, I realized you were not only everything I've been looking for in a partner.
Maybe I do dress details. Let me give it a try. Because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we only have two,
Partner, but also everything I never knew.
like three or four beats left? 3 or 4, like,
Looking for in a partner. I've been
oh, I need it here.
Day by day, I realized you were not only everything I've been looking for.
I want that shot to be a moving shot, though. Do I have any moving shots? Okay, this is a different dress, so I don't want to see that right now. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, so it's really only 2 shots. There is like a slight movement in it. Does this
Realized you
one-
were not only everything I've been.
Why doesn't that one move? Okay.
I realized you were not only everything.
I just chose the beginning of it, I guess, not the moving part. Okay.
I realized you were not only everything I've been looking for.
And then there were some other dress shots over here. Maybe do a wide and then a tight. And then I do want to get the shots of her with the dress.
I've been looking for in a partner, but also everything I never knew.
And then go back to here. She's in the shot with, oh no, I want her in the shot with the dress. That's nice. I think that's nice. And then she's hamming it up a little bit too much for my liking. But I do like, there's a shot of her hand. I assume it's going to be here.
That I needed. also everything I never knew that I needed.
Not everything is same. We could live the we could live.
Let me look at this shot. I wanted slow-mo, but it was not shot in, it was only shot in 23 frames, so you can't slow the frame rate down. Okay, so listen, I've been at this for an hour. I have 1 minute that I'm pretty happy with. But also, I feel like I'm on the edge of changing this song, which I really liked when I first picked it out. I was like, yes, this is it, absolutely. So, this is why video editors charge so much money, okay? Because it's not, you know, a formula. It's individualized to your footage and to your wedding and to your vibes and to your vows and to your everything. So, anyway, I think that's it for this video today. We're 1 hour in and 1 minute in to this project. I'm going to give it 1 thumbs up so far, and we'll see what we can do with the next round of editing. So, see you then.